a pleasure speaking with you. I got it right off the top. How's your son doing? One of the uh, best vocalists and interpreters of music in this country and in North America.
He is amazing. He's singing with three groups in the festival, singing with Countermeasure on Sunday, the 26th of May. He's singing with the Ruach Singers on Wednesday, the 29th of May, and singing with Beat Sync at Art Battle on the 28th of May.
Okay, well, you just sort of jumped the gun for me, but actually, I beat you to it because I was wearing this, and it has to do with. I would say, no, no, I already beat you to it. Nah, too late, too late. I already beat you to it. Already beat you to it. Doesn't matter now, but it's cool because I have the same hat also. But
I know you do.
um um yeah, let's talk about I would say the most purest music festival there is. And when you explain why I use the term purist, people understand what is going to be happening very shortly in Toronto.
We are the voice alone. There are no instruments. It is just the human voice. And that is the most pure sound and most moving sound that you can experience. Just the beauty of whether it's a large choir, like a group like that choir, there's about 18 singers, or whether we're talking about a solo beatboxer or a solo loop station artist or a duo like Free Play. It's just their personal skill and what they can deliver with their voice. And it's absolutely magical.
What is it about a cappella that has become so popular? I mean, people have talked about some television shows and movies. Do you think that's where the popularity sort of resurged?
Well, I certainly think the Sing Off TV show had a lot to do with it, and certainly the Pitch Perfect movies. And we have the creator of the Sing Off TV show and the Pitch Perfect movies as one of our clinicians in our free online business summit. That's Deke Sharon. Uh, I think people like watching what people can do unaccompanied, no flourish, no gimmicks, no gadgets. It's just what they can do personally. We have a very cool new program this year called Stairway Sessions, where a cappella collegiate groups are sitting in stairwells and singing no microphones, just the reverberance of the stairwell. And you see a lot of that online now that people are doing that. And very cool. And people just enjoy hearing what you can do as an individual without any tricks.
Now, that what you just said about this part of the event, that really is one of the old anybody who went to school uh and had friends and who loved music did that. Anybody who has a great shower that you can sing in and the voice can bounce off the walls has done that. So in a lot of ways, we all have this talent. It's just that these people have brought it up to another level.
They have we say everyone has a voice, everyone can sing. Come sing with us. The Press Gang Mutiny that sings sea shanties, old time sea shanties. There are four guys that are just so dedicated to that. Wednesday night in our festival, May 29th, you can go to Salter Street Brewery. It's free, and you can sing along all night, top of your lungs, with these guys singing the sea shanties. And I got to tell you, I've done it. It is totally fun. So we are, and when they talk about accessibility, we're a very accessible festival because you're carrying your instrument with you when you walk in the door.
Okay, so let's break it down. When does it begin and how does it work? What are the elements to this?
We are everything's at singtoronto.com. So you can look. We have 34 different performances and workshops. So if I told you all of them in this wonderful conversation, it would take all day. But we launch on Saturday, May 25th at the Historic Distillery District in the main stage, right in the center, as part of their big Bourbon Street initiative with a lot of jazz. So there are performances all day from Free Play, from Lala Noel, from Quayside Voices from Vancouver. They will be at the distillery for a free concert on the 25th of May. That's the beginning of everything. 26th of May, we are in Kew Gardens, my home area, in the beach with all day again from noon till 4:30, free concerts with wonderful artists. May 26th in the evening, we have Countermeasure. That's the group you love. Yep. And they're amazing. They play worldwide. They sell out, get standing ovations. They're coming on a split concert with a group called Quayside Voices out of Vancouver. That's at the Redwood Theater. Several of our events are at Redwood Theater, Gerard Street, 1300 Gerard Street East, uh, at Greenwood. So it's a little bit in the East End. And then we start a business series on Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, where you, if you are a musician, whether you're professional or you're just hoping to get in the industry, can go online for free and hear from experts, whether it's music rights licensing from a lawyer, it's AI and music, that's really a hot topic, tax strategies for musicians, how to save money, social media. There's all kinds of great advice. Everything is free. Go online, singtoronto.com. You can sign up for that series. Uh, and and then we have evening events, art battle. It's a whole lot of amazing visual artists painting. They get 20 minutes to make a masterpiece. And during that time, you'll listen to either Beat Sync, they're an 8-voice a cappella, contemporary a cappella group, really cool hip vibe, or Canadian beatbox champion Scott Jackson. So that's the music going along with the art. It's totally fun event. And by the end of the night, it's kind of like 3 boxing rounds. You vote for who you like the best, and by the end of the night, there's a winner, and some artist gets to win the grand prize. And then if there's a silent auction as part of it, we've got a lot of wonderful things donated: restaurant coupons, wine, experiences, theater tickets. All that's part of that one evening. That's the 28th of May at the Great Hall. 29th of May, as I mentioned, we have that sing-along, the sea shanties, and the Ruach Singers will be singing another concert that night at 7:30 at the Beach Hebrew Institute, 109 Kenilworth, and that is strictly Hebrew music, very, very beautifully performed, interesting kind of contemporary a cappella arrangements. Sounds like pentatonics, only it's in Hebrew. That's on Wednesday the 29th. Thursday the 30th of May, we have, they're called That Choir, 18-voice professional choir in St. Luke's Church. Absolutely stunning music. That's on Sherburne Street. Friday night Friday we launch our whole weekend of beatbox. Really cool. Do I sound excited? I am. This year we are hosting the Grand Beatbox Battle. It is a qualifier for the World Swiss Beatbox Tournament. This is the biggest beatbox tournament in the world. Tens of millions of people view this tournament. It'll be in Japan this year. We are a qualifier for that. So you're going to see over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, beatboxers from all over the world have flown in to compete to see if they can get the one coveted spot to compete in the World Swiss Beatbox Tournament. So that's Friday night. We have it's called All from the Mouth at 5 o'clock at a venue called the Henry on George Street. That's where we tell you how to do it. And Saturday at the El Macambo. We all know the El Macambo. We love it. Sunday at the Rec Room. This is where you're going to see these high-powered competitors really going for rap battle and loop station battle and all kinds of incarnations of how do you use your mouth to make sounds that are not necessarily singing sounds. And I can't do it, but if I could, I would beatbox for you. But beatboxing is enormously popular. So that's that whole weekend. Friday night, we're saluting Asian Heritage Month, Friday, May 31st at the Redwood Theater, 1300 Gerard Street East. We have Chinese choirs. We have some wonderful storytellers. We've got a group called Asian Riffing Trio, but our headliner is a guy called 2H, and he is the world champion beatboxer from South Korea. We're bringing him in.
Just curious because you just mentioned that headliner. Is there another big act? You've probably mentioned it already throughout the list of things that you're talking about, because usually every year there's this group that, whether it be from the States, whether it be from Canada, whether it be in Europe, comes to this. Is there one big name that you definitely want to make sure that you mention?
Well, I'm going to say there are two, because we're bringing these two world champion beatboxers, 2H from South Korea and River, that's the name he uses, from France. And so they will be part of that whole beatbox weekend. And Sunday night, we have our tribute to Pride. We're part of the Toronto Pride program, Sing with Pride. It's wonderful, two choirs, tempo and singing out. And our big name there is Charlotte Moore. Charlotte Moore is the Canadian icon in musical theater. She has been, if you name a musical, she has sung in it. She has been won a Dora Award. She's been a finalist for many other awards, and she is absolutely spectacular. So to get Charlotte Moore on stage with our choirs is just a treat. And that's at the Redwood Theater on the Sunday night.
Amazing. Okay, so let's go back again. When does it start? When does it end? And how do we get tickets for this?
Singtoronto.com. Here we go. I don't know if you can see that. There you go.
I see it.
We are, everything's at singtoronto.com. We start on Saturday, May 25th. Lots of free events. You don't need a ticket for the free events except for the Wednesday night rock singers, because we only have 100 seats and it's fairly close to sellout already. So if you want to go, you have to get your tickets. So Saturday, May 25th in the Distillery District at noon, we launch and we finish on Sunday, June the 2nd. Our last note of singing will be at 9:30 at night on June the 2nd at the Redwood Theater, and it runs all week long. There are free events, there are ticketed events, there are workshops. If you're a musician, you want to learn more, whether it's about business or how to use your voice, or anything, any special tips you need as a musician, we have all of that. It's the place to go if you have a voice, and everyone has a voice.
Before we wrap this up, any other events you want to make quick mention about that's going on with Sing throughout the year and even throughout the summer?
Yes, we are so proud of a new program that we've launched called I Love to Sing, which everyone does. And this is for kids. It's for kids from about age 8 or 9 up to about 19 or 20. It's free. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors. And I will say this all the time, without sponsors, whether it's the government of Canada, Ontario, TD has been a phenomenal sponsor, along McQuaid, just all these wonderful supporters make it possible for us to offer this kind of free programming for kids. They come in, we have programs both in the West End, in Brampton, Mississauga, as well as in the East End at the Redwood Theater. And they spend time with a professional vocal coach and they sing together. They have a wonderful experience. And those kids will be on stage with us actually on the 26th of May at Kew Gardens, but it runs all year. So this summer, if you're a kid, or if you have a kid who loves to sing, no talent required, just the fact that they are interested. Come down to the distillery, take a look at, again, singtoronto.com, and we're running it all summer at the distillery once a week on Tuesday afternoons for a couple of hours. That runs all year. And then we are also at Ontario Place for July 27th weekend with the part of the Summer Music Festival. We have 4 Sing performers as part of that. So this little tiny festival that started 13 years ago as 3 days at Harborfront now runs programs all year, plus our main festival. And we have grown thanks to fabulous board members and volunteers and supporters. And we're just delighted that everyone loves the voice.
And last question. If sponsors want to get involved, do they contact you? Where do they go?
Absolutely. info@singtoronto.com. That gets to me. Take a look at our website. Again, it's singtoronto.com. There's a sponsorship page there. We love our sponsors. We give them lots of credit all year round, not just during the festival. We involve them. We invite them. I'm going to also mention we have a fabulous fundraising event on the 14th of May for our recognition of sponsors, and also a chance to bring in a bit more revenue to support the music. I'm a volunteer. We are volunteers. So the money doesn't go to a building. We don't have infrastructure. We don't have big salaries. We have people who love this program, are dedicated to the program, and we are supporting live music. And that's what we want sponsors for.
Fantastic, Beth. Thank you so much for this interview, and your dedication is beyond measure. So fans are going to really enjoy this. Congratulations on this. Happy Sing Festival, and yeah, we'll see you at the stages.
I'll see you there.